Given its rival's dominance of the VR space for the past couple of years, the PICO 4 was always going to have to prove itself against the Oculus Quest 2. And thankfully for PICO, the comparisons are generally favorable. From a specs perspective, its components are at least as good as what Meta offers. But it kicks things up a gear with an extra 2 GB of RAM for 8 GB total, a higher resolution 2160 x 2160 pixels per display, and color parse-through that could one day facilitate immersive mixed reality experiences. It sports a comfier design that better distributes the weight around your head, rather than having a front-heavy design like the Oculus Quest 2. As a result, even though the PICO 4 is 83 grams heavier than the Quest 2, it feels lighter and easier to wear. Plus, the PICO 4 costs a little less than the Quest 2 at £380, around $430/$680, or £450, around $510/$810, for its 128 GB and 256 GB of storage models respectively, though it doesn't come with a free game like Beat Saber. However, despite its clear upgrades, the PICO 4 has issues that stop it from achieving its full potential right now. The first is a lack of polish. Settings that should be the default, like the display having a 90 Hz refresh rate, are currently experimental or in development features, and the pass-through, while full color, isn't as sophisticated as what the Quest 2 and Meta Quest Pro can achieve. Another is its library of games. Despite including some of the best Oculus Quest 2 games like Wands Alliances and Walkabout Mini Golf, it lacks some heavy hitters that appear on Meta's hardware. This includes some of our favorites like Beat Saber and Resident Evil 4 VR. While PICO has promised that exclusive titles like Just Dance will be coming its way in 2023, it's not yet clear if these games will rival Meta's exclusives, or how many exclusives are coming. The VR headset also isn't available everywhere. You can only buy it in the UK, Europe, and parts of Asia right now. Overall, the PICO 4 is a great device and worthy of a place on our best VR headsets list, but it sometimes feels like a work in progress. The issues aren't enough to make the headset bad in its own right, but they are enough to make the race between the PICO 4 and Quest 2 feel much closer than it should be. Unfortunately, the PICO 4 is only available in the UK, Europe, and parts of Asia, so those outside of those territories are unable to buy one without importing it. PICO has told us it's looking to expand into other markets, but hasn't provided any firm details about its plans. However, given that some of the biggest PICO 4 leaks came from FCC filings, we wouldn't be surprised if at least a US expansion was on the cards for 2023. We'll have to wait and see.